All right, we are live. Welcome, fellow adventurers, nerds, and neurodivergents. Sit back, stay hydrated, and prepare yourselves for tonight's adventure. We had to take a little break last week as House had pipe water issues, as well as some holiday recovery. But 2 weeks ago, after many battles and much turmoil, the Misfits enjoyed this light reprieve of shopping and fun at the keep. They dropped off a few upgrades and allowed themselves to relax, and enjoyed a couple of duels. Malakai beat Gilrael by the skin of his teeth, and Penn was faced with an apparent fangirl, Brethana. She challenged Penn to a duel, and they went back and forth, but ultimately Penn won. Two others were met, and each challenged one of the Misfits to a duel. Now, while they await the completion of their upgrades and carefully plan their next steps, they enjoy some merriment as more duels are approved. Now let's switch to something more scenic for Forest. After Penn's duel against his apparent fangirl, Brethana, Malakai, you are to take a quick step away from the arena area to request some additional upgrades this morning before another duel begins.
I do.
What additional upgrades are you asking from the blacksmith?
Well, I'm curious about pricing for resistances towards slashing damage or bludgeoning damage. How much it would be for resistance to magical versus non-magical of each of these types of damages.
Normally, those are some pretty easy enchantments, but unfortunately, your armor's pretty complex, especially the things that I'm adding to it now. For non-magical resistances, it'd be probably another 10,000 or so gold, and for magical resistances, 15 or 20 or so thousand
You are
gold.
not cheap, old man. And I kind of lean over and
Well,
look at
we
him like,
have a lot of other projects and repairs to do, so you could see all the broken weapons, and we've expedited your work. That's
I
for
mean,
me to
I'm
both get it done on the same timeline and make sure none of your other enchantments go awry.
all right. Well,
You could
don't want to rush the work.
you could challenge somebody for the upgrades.
Kind of look at him, like give him a little interesting eye. Like, what was that?
Well, you could just face one of the stronger guild members, one of the ones stronger than Gilrael, in a duel, and
You?
if you win, I'll do the upgrades for you. Same timeline,
Huh?
free of charge.
I didn't realize you were a betting man. I'm kind of like smirking.
Well,
I'm
it's been a
thinking to
while
myself,
since we've had some entertainment like this.
who would my opponent be?
Mm. That I cannot reveal to you. You would have to wait and see.
Well,
You'll have some help, I assure you, from some of your friends that you already know.
I mean, I trust the Misfits, so you see me through worse times. So why the hell not? What's the worst that could happen?
I like your spirit. Puts his hand out for a handshake.
I gladly take it.
Eh, I bet it is.
Bet between men.
You walk back to the group as he goes back to working on his other projects. This is just after Penn's duel. Uh,
This is still early, right?
It is still early. Penn's duel barely lasted a minute.
Oh,
Remember,
Penn.
10 rounds a minute. So, it's about 8 rounds, so it was just under a minute.
And put the business to her.
Dianus has had multiple daggers thrown at her, and Ace has had a shadowy challenger watching her from afar.
So where is
Sure.
this rival of mine that wants to fight me?
Make a perception check.
17 plus.
It's not going to be high enough.
Really?
So, what's your
17
plus?
plus 9?
It's not high enough. You don't see anything.
Alright, alright.
Wait, did she request gifts from us?
You do see
Not yet.
a glimmer of something shiny flying through the air towards you until it sticks at your feet.
I'm just gonna look down and just kind of pick it up.
As you pick
Put
it
my
up, it
little satchel.
vanishes.
Ooh. Sneaky, sneaky.
Before it did, you noticed it was a dagger of some kind.
Must have been the one shooting me the dagger-looking looks.
As you're looking around, you do see this. Let me pull up her notes because I forget what she looks like. This average heighted female, but shorter than you because tabaxis are taller. Older looking, older than you guys at least, with this straight auburn hair, standing hooded on one of the tall treetops of the forest area. Just giving you a very challenging look.
I'm gonna blow her a kiss. And a little wink.
You can't make out any expressions from underneath her hood, but she retreats back into the shadows after you do that.
We're gonna start this battle here. This duel.
Are you going over to the forest?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my hood up. Head over towards the forest line.
Whoa, 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 now let's hold on a second here. If there's a duel, you gotta inform the people about it so that there can be bets. Money has to be made.
This is true. Well, let's go,
Penn and I
guys.
in
Gather
earshot
round.
of this?
What?
Are Penn and I in earshot of this?
Oh yeah, there's the guys walking
Okay.
up because you all saw the flash of a dagger fly through the air and land at Dionysus' feet.
As soon as I hear duel, my
Mhm.
ears would immediately perk up, and I would like walk right. I would kind of like glide over there.
Okay.
Duel?
Yes, yes. It seems that our very own, the elusive Maya, has challenged your Tabaxi friend here to a duel.
She's challenged the goddess. I look at Dionysus, and I'm just kind of like cheese grinning, and I'm like,
Now,
my hands together, thinking,
young Tabaxi, I see that you have a companion. Unfortunately, this is a companionless duel. Are you okay with those rules?
Yes.
Okay. Make your way over to the forest. You may enter wherever you like.
But I go with her everywhere.
The
You just get
Draco has to stay with you.
you just get shot a annoyed look, and then the proprietor of the duels winks at you. Yes, well, this is a 1v1 duel. You'll have your chance. As he says that, Ace, mists swirl around you as you feel just a ethereal, disembodied hand. Before vanishes.
Lame. I'm going to pat Draco and stay with him.
Okay. There is a crowd gathering. I assume you all move over to be with the crowd.
Is there a concession stand?
This is a keep. This is not an official arena. There are no concessions, but there are some vendors that are with the other shops that are starting to open up that smell like they might have some different street food, not necessarily better than what the keep has offered you this morning, but different.
I need meat and mead before I watch this duel.
So souvlaki.
You find
Yes,
some
souvlaki.
mysterious meat on skewers of various sizes. You're not sure what animals they came from. You don't find any mead. You are informed that mead is stored in the barracks or in the keep.
To go all the way to the barracks to get mead? You're serving for drinks.
Make a perception check, Malakai.
Alright.
Just for funsies.
I'd like to buy a
16.
meat for Draco too.
What are you buying for Draco?
Meat skewer.
Okay. It's like 5 copper pieces.
Will do.
You see a cloaked figure walking up to your group.
Hmm?
Black cloaked figure. You recognize this cloaked figure. Ha! The Misfits. You're still here dueling, I see. Well, I guess I did approve them, didn't I?
Kirito!
Here. These meat skewers are actually pretty good. He hands you guys a bunch of meat skewers. I heard you looking for some mead. Someone
Take a bite
rolling
of the meat.
Someone rolling up behind him with a keg. A barrel.
My eyes grow huge.
This should do for you.
I tell you, you're a godsend. I take another bite of the meat skewer.
Just enjoy it while you can. And he turns and walks away.
Gratitude! And then I pour myself mead.
Mm-hmm.
I got a quick
Ready for the
question
duel?
before I head into the forest.
Yes.
Is there any forest animals by chance? Like squirrels, stuff like that?
There's various nature animals around, yes. They seem to be starting to hide with the people gathering around this edge. They seem to be going deeper in.
I don't blame them. People.
At this point, you all may grant various buffs to your Tabaxi friend there.
You reiterate the rules of what we're allowed to offer.
You can each grant 1 buff of some kind, or give 1 item, or something.
I don't know what buff means.
You were by default doing your Sky Dragon buff, so you can grant one magical effect or spell that would aid her, give her 1 item or 1 of something else.
Yes, I just wondered if there was a specific thing that I could look through for my spells to know what qualifies and what doesn't. Because I don't remember what I... Okay.
Just 1. Your limit is 1, but it's anything.
Do you want my buff? Or I could also offer shield. Or see fairy fire.
What's fairy fire?
Fairy fire grants a glow to things if they fail their dexterity, but I don't know that this person would. So you'd always be able to see her.
That would probably be helpful, maybe. We could try it.
She does have to fail, though, and that's the question. If she would fail it.
Yeah, I have a feeling that she's pretty high on that end.
Yes. The buff might be more useful, and shield would protect you. It would grant you 5+ on your AC, at least for the first round.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit good. Yeah, we'll do the shield.
Okay.
Shield is a reaction, and it only lasts for 1 round.
Yeah, that's the thing. It only lasts for 1 round. Whereas the Sky Dragon's buff, you get every turn.
Yeah, I think I might go with Sky Dragon's buff then.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to her and I'm gonna reach in the ring of holding, and I'm gonna pull out the infinite orb of nigh invulnerability, and hand it to her.
Ooh.
It's the infinity orb of nigh invulnerability. It is a silver orb with gold lettering, and if you fuse it into any armor grants 9 invulnerability. Whenever a melee attack is rolled successfully against you, you roll a d8, and on the result of a 1, the damage is ignored.
Remember, so that you don't waste it, the orbs have to be enchanted into their respective items before their effects are used. And to do so,
Well, I think
you do so during a short rest.
Oh, so you still have to. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were gonna.
So the silver orb with gold lettering may be infused into any armor. The armor is what grants the invulnerability.
Right. So I wasn't sure if you were gonna still make that a stipulation for the duel, if I can just grant it to her for the duel.
No, because it wouldn't be part of the armor.
Okay. Then the only other thing I can offer myself would be the.
I will say the buff doesn't have to be on her. You can change terrain.
I can what?
If you have something to do some type of crowd control or change terrain in some way, you can do so.
Okay. What about?
Diana sees a spell in the trees. We don't know that the other person does. So the ground may be a good place to do that.
There is the spike growth, but that would do damage to you if you happen to walk through it as well. The other thing I was thinking of, once I find it, let me go under my spells this way. I think it's Guardian of Wrath of Nature. Will I be able to use that?
What is Wrath of Nature?
Wrath of Nature. You call out to the spirits of nature and rouse them against your enemies. Choose a point which you can see within range, and the spirits cause trees, rocks, and grass within a 60-foot cube centered on that point to animate until the spell ends. All grass in the area becomes difficult terrain to your enemies.
Okay.
Any trees in the area at the start of your turn, each of your enemies within 10 feet of a tree must make a dexterity saving throw or take 4d6 slashing damage.
Okay.
Uh, Roots and vines. At the end of each of your turns, one creature you choose must make a strength saving throw or be restrained until the spell ends.
Okay.
And rocks, as a bonus action, you can create loose rocks in a cube to launch at a creature making a spell attack against them. And if it hits, then it's 3d8 non magical bludgeoning damage. And they
So
must make a strength saving throw and fall prone.
there is a caveat to that because you're not in the duel. Only the first two effects of that spell would take effect. Because it is not Diana's casting the spell, she cannot use her bonus action to animate rocks. And because it is not Diana's turn's ending, because it's not her spell, the Roots and Vines doesn't take effect either.
Okay, so it would just be the grass.
Trees would become, I'd say trees wouldn't, because it's not your turn starting, trees wouldn't attack, they would just become difficult terrain like the grass.
Yeah, because
For
then
your
it's
enemies.
just difficult to them, not you.
It would affect, yeah, it would affect Diana, it would affect Maya, not Diana.
Then, yeah, I'll use that to affect the grass and other birds to give
Okay, cast your spell
Diana
and you
the
can
advantage
place
of
it.
movement.
You can place it wherever you would like.
Okay, it's 5th level.
And Malakai, what are you doing?
As far as buffs or
Yes.
anything to help.
Yes.
All right, so her opponent is it a tiefling or is it a human?
No, this is the human.
This is the human. Okay, so question: is a tiefling considered a fae or a fiend?
They are a humanoid.
They are a humanoid. Okay. I'm gonna look at Diana. So I'm gonna nod in her direction. I'm gonna be like, "You have all my faith." I am going to cast Shield of Faith on her.
So Shield of Faith, I believe, increases AC.
By 2.
Okay. Alright, so Dianus, your AC is increased by 2 for the duration.
Nice, I'm up to a 20 then.
Yeah, I just adjusted your sheet temporarily. Alright, so you're at 20. Pen, did you cast your spell? Foot cube. You may place that cube anywhere. And within the larger green cube. Pen. There we go.
Yeah, right where you put it seems fine. So.
Okay. Alright. Let's switch over to let's see, add to combat tracker. Add to combat tracker. Now, we're taking bets. Who's betting on who?
Ooh, real quick, I'm gonna put in $2,000 on Dionysus to win.
Ooh. And you're not splitting to the other one?
Nope.
Okay. Anyone else betting?
I'm gonna put 75 platinum on Deonis and 25 platinum on Maya.
Okay.
I will put 100 on
Ooh,
Dionysus
she's betting.
to show her my support. And that's only why.
Okay.
Ace, do you even understand what money is? And I'm kind of like jingling the coins here.
Well, I know you use it to pay for women.
That is not entirely inaccurate.
Damn.
Did I ever have to pay for Mira?
No.
Not with gold.
Not with gold. No. She probably stole our mana or something like that.
Bits of
Succubus lady. But again, it has its uses. Jingly things, if you get more of them, do more things.
Diana's, go ahead and roll your initiative. What was it?
45.
Okay. Dianus, you go first.
So this girl is invisible, right?
Not invisible, but you do not know where she is.
That.
You know that she is somewhere in the this forest area because that is the designated arena, but you don't know where in the forest area.
Okay. First of all, I am going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Alright, you are concentrating on Pass Without a Trace.
To also see move into this little blocked grid.
Where are you walking? And are you rolling? Are you rolling a stealth check?
Yeah, I'll have to. I want to move down there.
Okay, go ahead and make your stealth check.
Oh, and that's an advantage. 19 and 12, so 32?
You are...
31.
You feel pretty hidden.
Oh, I disappeared.
Oh, yeah, you can't... I guess you can't see yourself when I do that. Okay.
Nope, I can't see myself, but I know where I'm at, so good. I think that's all I can really do for right now.
Alright. Oh, let's see. We're going to cautiously do... go there. We're gonna do this. No, still can't see you. Don't know where you are. Just do that. Ooh. Ooh. That's a natural 20 to hide again. Okay. Nothing else can be done. Back up to you, Diana.
Alright.
You don't know where she is, and you're pretty confident she doesn't know where you are.
I'm hoping so. Let's see.
Calling.
Something happened, and I take another bite of my meat stick and a swig of my meat.
Yeah, no one. By the way, you're both hidden from everybody watching.
It's just crickets.
So we just
right
kind of
now.
both disappeared.
Yes, they know you're both in there, which is why everyone's still watching.
Okay. Can I conjure woodland beings?
You want to use your spell Conjure Woodland Beings?
Yes.
Let's see the spell. Oh, you're doing a higher level spell. Okay. What do you want to conjure?
I guess a squirrel. Squirrels are always up in the trees and all over the damn place.
Okay. One second. No. How about rat? Rat's the closest I'm gonna get.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you want 8 of them?
Yep.
Actually, we're gonna do this. Okay. So we're gonna do. Where did that go? Did it go on the thing? Oh, they did. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And some big rats.
It says CR. I'm gonna change their size, but because there is no squirrel really. Is that better?
Yep. They look more like rats now.
They're supposed to be squirrels, but I had to find one that was the proper CR rating for the proper stats.
That's a mean looking squirrel.
It's technically a giant bat, is the token that I used.
Nice.
But let
Close
me
enough.
see what. Are there any other specifics of your spell? Make sure you cast it so you use the spell slot.
Yeah, it did.
So, which roll initiative for the summon creatures grew? Okay. So, roll a d20 for me.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
You rolled a natural 20.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right
What's
there.
your total? Oh no, total doesn't
Oh.
matter because.
I was gonna say, you said just a 20.
So we're gonna add So the group of creatures you just summoned have their own turn as a group. And you... I don't think there's any... Our friendly near your companions on their turn shall have their own turns. They obey verbal commands that you issue to them. So no action required for you to issue a verbal command. If you don't issue a verbal command, they defend and make no other actions. So you have for them to move, you have to tell them to move.
Alright, I'm gonna have them seek out this person within the forest.
Okay, so they're gonna spend their time just spreading out around. Let's go in because it's hard for me to move these guys around. Otherwise, they're not gonna do anything else. They don't see anything yet. But that's what I just moved them now. That's where they'll move on their turn. Are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna move again.
Go ahead and move.
I'm gonna roll for stealth.
Yes, you do have to make a new stealth check every time you move. And for you, that is an action to do. Which you have.
27.
Alright, I will keep that in mind. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
The giant squirrels went. It is Maya's turn. So we're moving a little bit. Alright. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna roll a perception check. Yep, perception check plus a D8. What'd you roll on your stealth, Dianis? 27?
Yeah.
Let me check something. Alright. So you can move.
I already moved.
Dianis. No, you have advantage.
Yes.
You have daggers being thrown at you.
Oof.
A 33.
Damn.
Alright, go ahead and roll. So that, scroll down. Plus, nope. Nope. That plus. Oh, God. You take 14 points of piercing damage from the thrown dagger, plus another 29 points of sneak attack damage. You are You do now see the figure that had perceived you from behind.
Alright. How much did I lose off the points?
That is a total of 43 points of piercing damage from the first strike. But you now know where she is. The dagger that sticks you in the back then disappears.
I have resistance for that, so it'd only take half, wouldn't it?
Let me see.
My shadow dragon.
Did you, that's from non-magical.
Oh, okay.
These are magical weapons. Unfortunately. For you. Lower, 29, but I think that still hits. No sneak attack damage. You take 13 points of piercing damage. Okay. And then you are unsure if the figure moved or just faded behind a tree, but you lose sight of them. You're pretty sure they couldn't have moved, but you don't know for sure. You don't know how far they moved from and where they started. It is your turn.
Alright.
You can attempt a perception check if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a perception check.
You do have a plus D4.
$33.
Everything looks rather shadowy right now, and you're surprised at the amount of damage that came out of getting stabbed in the back by a dagger. It takes you a minute to get your bearings. You're not sure where she disappeared to. You know that you should probably start where you last saw something, but you're not sure if that's the wisest decision because that would give away your position again. What do you do? Oh, you also have to make a concentration check on Pass Without a Trace. Two of them. So it's a D20 plus your Constitution plus a D4.
Twenty-three on one.
23 on one. So you maintain concentration from the first strike. Go ahead and make a second one. You just have to beat a 10 on the. You just have to roll 10 or higher on the second one.
15.
All right. So you're maintaining concentration on Pass Without a Trace. What do you do for your turn?
There's not too much I can do.
You could fire in any direction, really, or you could move into the difficult terrain area.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Move over to the difficult terrain area.
Okay, that's your movement.
And
you have 2 actions and a bonus action.
I'm gonna take aim where I last seen said person.
Okay. So are you taking aim and holding an attack, or are you making an attack?
I'm gonna hold aim.
Alright, so you're gonna hold your action for when you see her.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, when you hold an attack as an action, it's only a single attack. It is not your multi-attack.
Okay.
So you get one attack, but you are holding your attack as your action for when you see her.
Yep.
Okay. Are you going to attempt to hide again?
Yes.
Alright, because you still have another action. So go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
27 again.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Now, if you have not given a different command to the bat, to the squirrels. Thing says bats, but they are squirrels. They're just gonna fly around aimlessly.
I'm just gonna tell them when you find them, bite them.
Okay. So their initial action, once found, is to... We're gonna have some go north here. Okay. That's all they're gonna do. Down to Maya's turn.
I'm gonna pull out my dragon vessel and it has some meat in it. And look at Malakai and cheers! Looks like it's gonna get exciting.
I like gulp down the mouthful of like meat that I had in my mouth. I'd pull up my flask. Cheers! Ionis needs to do something, right?
Well, something's about to happen. There's been a little bit of movement and then daggers go flying, but I don't really know exactly where she is. Anyways, back to the action.
Alright, so we move. Still stealth, so Diana, you still don't see anything because she's stealth.
Alright.
You are confident that she can't see you, though, from where you are. You feel pretty well hidden.
Okay. Chilling in the tree sides. And the brush.
Right now, it's a battle of hidden ranged fighters. None of your bats have reported, or none of your squirrels have reported back to you, and you can't see her, and she did not make an attack against you, and therefore you assume she can't see you.
The big game of hide and seek in the woods.
Dianus, your held action goes away as your turn starts, and you have movement, 2 actions, and a bonus action.
I'm gonna use Ace's buff.
So you're
I'm not sure
one of
how
your
that
actions.
works. Yeah.
Yeah, it just gives you a second action.
Okay. Move up here.
Okay. So you move, which means you have
And that's a
to
stealth act.
re-stealth. If you would like, that's an action to stealth.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that definitely.
What'd you roll? Plus a d4.
28. Oh yeah, D4. I keep forgetting to roll D4s with it.
That's because of your natural 20.
Yeah, I forgot I had one. 28. 29.
Okay.
I think I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. You feel pretty well hidden.
I'm gonna tell my rats to, my squirrels, when they do see her, bite her and chew her strings off her bow.
Okay. They're gonna move around. Let's just... This isn't gonna do anything. Perception is what? Wisdom. We're gonna have them make a perception check. Just for fun. Yeah, no. They don't. They see nothing. They're just, at this point, jumping around trees. Alright, so I amend my statement to the gallery of watchers. You just see squirrels chittering and jumping around on all these trees. Just squirrels leaping from tree to tree.
Is this a duel or a nature documentary?
You did see the flash of a bow being drawn at one point, and you saw some daggers fly, but that's about it. Now it's just a bunch of rustling leaves and squirrels jumping around. Next, we go to Maya's turn.
With all those squirrels jumping around, I don't know where to look.
Okay.
I look over to Penn. Can't see a damn thing. I'd be useless out there. If it was me, the only thing I'd think to do is hunter's marker, but I'd have to find her first.
Alright. You guys think you see some movement and rustling, and everyone gets excited. And you look closer, and it's a fucking squirrel.
Ah! Take another swig of mead.
Alright. Dianis, it's back to you. There's still no sign of your opponent other than that first dagger strike.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay put, and I'm just gonna tell my squirrels to just, like, start yelling at each other from across the forest, so they're making noise out in the woods.
Oh, okay. So now there's just a lot of noise. So, gallery and spectators. What was once cute chittering around the forest now sounds like aggressive rodent noises.
Angry squirrels.
So much so that it has activated the other wildlife all around with aggressive rodent noises.
What the? We really are watching a documentary. What the hell?
I mean, they have a +3, so we're just gonna... Oh no, they have a +1, so we're just gonna do it again. Nope, they see nothing. They are blind at this point.
Nothing.
Nothing. They're just... Now just... They don't even know where you are, to be fair, Dianis. Okay. Maya's turn. It's just like a game of invisible chess, guys.
Invisible chess would be frustrating to play.
Dianus, you think you
Yes.
hear something running behind you, and you turn around quick and look, and it's another fucking one of your squirrels.
Goddamn squirrel.
Alright. Dianus, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna yell out. I can span up to 30 foot my draconic gift. I'm gonna yell out and tell them, quit being a coward. Show your face.
Okay, if you yell out, I'm gonna say you doing that. Well, roll a performance check, actually. Depending on how loud it is. Plus
21.
Plus a d4.
Oh yeah, 24. 24.
You are no longer hidden, and you cannot hide this round. But you have shouted your challenge.
That's about all I can really do.
No, you can, hold an action and or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
let's
can yell
hold
at
an
your
action.
squirrels again.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ready. And I'm gonna yell to my squirrels and tell them be on guard and make sure you're ready. She could pop up anywhere.
Uh-oh. We lost Dianus. Oh, she's back. Alright, the squirrels, I mean... Oh good, look, they rolled another 12. These squirrels are not... They're not the most intelligent beasts.
No, they're squirrels.
Try AD.
Dianus, just for fun, one of the squirrels is now sitting on your shoulder.
Nice.
Just cuz.
Just chilling.
Alright. We're at Maya's turn. Dianus, you feel a presence behind you.
Ugh.
Does a 29 hit? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Wait. You're hidden. You roll at advantage.
Does it matter?
Yes, because you could roll a natural 20. I give them the same benefit. Just roll another. No, so yeah, you get hit with a 29. So you take
Ouch.
12 points of piercing damage, plus 24 points of sneak attack, so 36 points of damage total. And
Killing me, Haas.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh wait, make a con save for concentration first. You have to beat a 15 or 17.
Ah, another nat 20. A 17.
What, a 17 total on your save for your concentration?
No, I got a nat 20 and I got a 17 on the second roll. One was for Constitution, the other was
okay.
for...
Yeah, so you maintain concentration on your spell. 17.
And plus my 4. Well, actually, that'd be 6, but...
We are using luck. You're going to have to re-roll that con save.
Okay.
On the second con save. So go ahead and re-roll.
19.
Alright.
And that plus a d6 too. 24.
You're fine. You're 19 succeeded. You had to meet a 15. We are thinking. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. Second strike is a 34 to hit.
Oof. Yeah, just nicked me.
It's no sneak attack, so you only take 13 points of damage. And then make another Constitution save for me. Oh, and we'll make one for concentration first. Plus a d6.
$22.
Alright, you maintain concentration on Pass Without Trace. Go ahead and make a second con save for me.
$21.
And you're still fine. Oh. You got another dagger coming at you.
Hey.
She's just hitting you with the dagger. 27 hits. Take 12 points of piercing damage. And then you need to make another concentration check on your spell. You have to beat a 10.
That's an 18.
Okay. Go ahead and make another con save for me. Gotta beat a 15.
16.
Last strike. Is a 29.
Yep.
So you take 11 points of damage. And you need to make one last concentration check for your spell. You just need to beat a 10.
11.
Alright, you maintain concentration, and you need to make another constitution save to beat a 15.
16.
Alright, that's all she can do.
So I can see her now, right?
Yeah, she is right behind you. Smirking. Flipping daggers in her fingers. Just...
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking Dragon's Breath her ass.
She is directly behind you. It is your turn, but you may do as you wish. What is your save? What is the dex save on that?
17.
Okay. I don't think we're failing that, but yeah. It's a 22.
Yeah.
We're very dexterous. But we still take half damage, I believe.
Yes. Not, I have to go on here.
I know your Dragon's Breath's a lot of damage. I don't
Wow.
think you rolled the right thing.
I hit the wrong one. Yeah, I hit the wrong one.
Because you're using Drake's Breath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
There it is.
It's your 10d6.
35.
Alright, 35 cut in half because we succeeded. So that is 17.
And I want to Hunter's Mark this.
Alright, bonus action Hunter's Mark. You lose concentration on Pass Without Trace, and you are now concentrating on Hunter's Mark. You have one action and movement left.
Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely, like, put 2 right in this chick's face.
If you are staying in melee, you are rolling at disadvantage.
I still have movement, don't I?
You do. If you move away, you trigger an opportunity attack.
That is correct. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Alright, I guess she'll get double daggered.
Oh, you're just going to daggers.
Yep.
You're just going... Okay. Go ahead and roll your first strike. Don't forget your d6s.
$24.
Barely hits.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll damage on that strike.
With the Hunter's Mark?
Yep, with the Hunter's Mark. Okay, your Hunter's Mark damage added to every attack.
$10.
10 total?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You have a second attack.
Well, I did. I ended up using the wrong ones.
What'd
I
you
forgot
use?
when I upgraded my dag. I ended up using my old daggers.
Do you have new dagger? I don't remember upgrading dagger.
Yeah. Yeah, because I got something done on my...
You didn't upgrade your daggers.
I'm confused. No. No, I was looking at something else, my bad.
Yeah. You have a second attack.
Yeah, I'll go for the... Yeah, I'll go for the daggers again.
Alright, go ahead and roll your second strike. Gallery, you guys now see these two ranged fighters in melee slashing at each other with daggers.
I got a 23.
Barely hits. Roll your damage.
Never seen her use daggers before.
$14.
With Hunter's Mark?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
Not much I really can do. Nope, I'm done. Other than to call my rats back and start gnawing on her.
Okay, so you want your rats to come and attack her if they can reach her.
Yes.
Okay. So the rat's turn. So we're gonna do, let's see, we're gonna call that, because they're technically leaping, but they're not bats, they don't have wings. So we're gonna call it, that's 30 feet. There's one back here, isn't there? That's like 30 feet. That's like 30 feet. That's 30 feet. That's like 30 feet. Did I move that one already? I did. That's like 30 feet. There's only one that can get to you.
Alright.
So it's gonna make its attack. It misses. So the one that was on your shoulder leaps off of your shoulder and onto her shoulder and goes to bite, and she just smacks it with a backhand.
Oh. Well.
It just smacked with a backhand. Like, just stop. We go to Maya's turn. Just a dagger strike immediately. That's a 30.
Yeah, that hits a little bit.
You take 14 points of piercing damage. This one definitely hits. That's a 42 plus D8. Go ahead and roll. Another 14 points of damage. That's 28. Ooh, that's lower. That's 22. That still hits you, though, because you're at 20. 12 points of damage. Oh!
I'm done.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Somber music plays. All of the fey creatures disappear in the field. And Deonis, you fall out of the tree. As you're falling, you are caught mid-air by Maya, who brings you back to the rest of the Misfits and lays you down. It is safe to say that you are no longer concentrating on anything. You are
No.
at 0 HP.
It's rude. It's
I'm
rude.
dead.
One of the Misfits has finally lost. The rest of you, Maya drops her off, nods her head, and then vanishes into nothingness.
A pox on you.
That being said, the proprietor of this is grinning from ear to ear, especially at you, Malakai, for your 2,000 gold donation.
Malakai grumbles.
Pen, you did bet 250 gold on Maya. You get 500 gold back, so you get an additional 250 above what you were at.
Sorry, guys.
I'm also going to cast Cure Wounds on Deonis.
Okay, you may do so.
I look at Dionysus. Was she really so hard to find?
I'm going to stab him in the butt with stabby.
Wait, what?
Stab. You're gonna stab Malakai.
In the butt cheek, yes.
Malakai, do you
Why?
take this?
No! I turn around in fury. Why?
Ace, make an attack roll.
Attacking with stabby. Shh, you're okay.
Yeah, just roll your Stabby McGee's attack roll.
Sorry, it's taking its time.
That's fine. To be fair, you get a plus d6 to that.
Cool. Yes.
Malakai, I'm pretty sure a 22 hits you.
Shit, we're at plus D6s.
Yes.
Fuck,
Ace,
I'm
are
gonna
you
luck
stabbing to do damage?
Minor damage.
Okay,
I'm lucking
Malakai,
that thing.
you take 1
I'm
point of
lucking that.
damage. You're gonna
Oh,
luck
really?
it? You're gonna
But no,
use the luck to make her
if it's
re-roll
just
that.
if it's just 1 point of damage, then
Yes. You're taking
so be it. But
1 point of damage.
ow! Why? The hell is wrong with you?
You never know when to shut your mouth.
You have no tact. What is this?
I have no tact. You have no class.
Asked her a question. I couldn't see the wench. Could you?
No, so why do you expect she could?
Because she has the eyes of the goddess. Hiding is her thing.
And you have the brain of a fool.
I sneer at Ace. Kind of give her the meanest grimace.
That girl just had some stealth.
Clearly. You need to be less worried about
thanks,
this
Pen.
and more worried about your own damn duel.
Daeonis, you get 36 points of HP back. You're breathing again. You're alive.
Yeah, I had to roll the dice twice because I don't have enough dice.
All right. You see a lot of people in the crowd are kind of disgruntled, and you see some people are happy. Daeonis, after you wake back up, someone walks over to you and hands you a satchel of gold for 1,500.
Oh, nice.
For your participation.
I'm gonna hand it over to Malakai because he lost his ass on it.
Oh, you don't have
I'll
to
split
do
it
that.
between him and Penn because they both lost their ass on that bet.
Oh, I have to. Let's do 36, just so that you're breathing again. There you go. The red X should be gone. Yep. Your AC is no longer 20.
Unfortunately.
Drop back down to 18. All right. Let's go here. While this duel has wrapped up and you guys gather yourselves, this is probably a good time for us to take our break before the next duel starts. It's a little earlier than normal, but we need some snacks. So we will be back for those listening and watching. Stay tuned to see how Ace gets lured into a magic duel.
Hopefully she didn't get slaughtered like I did.
It was not a slaughter. You guys were literally, it was, like you said, hide and seek. Two fucking stealthy ass people, because you were stealthy.
Yeah, you guys were just poking each other, as the co-DM says.
With respect,
that's all it was.
Just tiny little pokes. Tiny little sneaky pokes.
What I would say is that while the RP was nice, you kind of challenging her out, was a bad idea.
Listen, if she rolled bad on her performance check, she wouldn't have given away her position.
But with respect, Dionysus does not roll badly regularly. So betting on her rolling badly is like rolling at disadvantage in that regard. So
Also, for your information, for your guys' information, and those that didn't figure it out, the con saves that you were making was against stunning strike.
I thought so. I thought it was something like that.
An assassin monk. Just
Oof.
FYI, an assassin monk.
Yeah.
But everybody stay tuned. We will be back here momentarily to draw Ace into a duel.
Good luck.
Woohoo.
And welcome back. We left off with the end of the hidden hide-and-seek forest duel, where after many rounds of squirrels jumping around and wildlife getting thrown into a frenzy from loud squirrel chirps, there was a very vicious dagger-on-dagger action before Dianis fell out of the tree. Her opponent graciously captured her and brought her to her friends for revival. And now, there seems to be a new challenge forming. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Ace, as you are standing here with your friends, you just see this larger pool of shallow water appear where the fountain was.
Well, that's weird.
Just a pool of water.
Demon water.
Not demon water. Malakai, you'd be able to detect whether or not it was, and you don't sense anything holy or demonic about it. It's just water.
It's wholly suspicious. Water doesn't. We need a plumber.
It's your element. It's your element, water witch.
I will
What are
drown
you afraid of? What? I'd like to see you try.
You see
Would you?
a druid walking up, just being like, just relax. We're just setting up for the next duel. We heard that one of you likes water, so we made it into a shallow pool.
See? Look at this. They grant you favors. You'd sneer.
I will still drown you.
I take out my sword. And I'm like, I'd like to see you try, witch.
You can put your rusty tool away.
I'll have you know she's polished daily. I sheathe her gently.
Are we talking about your sword or your penis?
You will not speak of my penis.
Then you should stop waving it around. I'm going to go look at the pool.
As you walk up to the pool,
away,
go ahead.
I was just gonna be like, as she walks away, I'd be like, that was just the one time.
As you walk up to the pool, you see across the way the tiefling reading a book, just standing there. There seems to be some light being shed from floating objects around her head.
Objects?
Yeah, this is little small balls of light, giving off a nice light. They seem to be shining down so that she can see her book better.
What are you reading?
Oh, this is just a, I'm not sure if you'd be into this book.
Considering we know nothing of each other, I don't know what you'd know I'm into.
It's very advanced and involves some, adult activities.
Like a romance novel?
An extreme romance novel.
I'm going to lean over and sort of like look at her book upside down, closer to her head.
The light is very intense right where you are now, if you're over next to her. I'll tell you what, and she closes the book. Fancy me in a duel and I'll let you have the book.
I have an extensive library.
Do you have access to it right now?
make a frowny face.
I will share more than just this book with you. I have plenty back in my room.
I don't understand all of your intense needs to battle for no reason, but
There's a reason. You see a more serious look cross her face as she says that.
These reasons that I've heard so far seem minuscule. Do you have a better one?
She sighs. She looks at you. And, okay. She lowers her voice to a whisper so that only you can hear her. We're trying to fight those that are the strongest to see if we're ready to defend the town.
That is a better reason than I've heard so far. All right.
The others are very much more, well, rambunctious. So we keep a jovial, outwardly expression, but everyone here is rather scared. We are too. But if we can at least stand against the legendary heroes that we've heard so much about, maybe we stand a chance against protecting all of these people when you leave.
Just remember that you're always best as a team. And I suppose... Fine. Let's do this.
Her more gloomy expression comes back, but you see the hint of a smirk. Let's wait for the proprietor to come over here. And we'll get this duel started then. You can go back over to your friends and I'll call mine over. I wish you the best of luck.
Same. These people mean a lot to me, and I'm glad that you are here to protect them.
Again, a hidden smirk before her face goes back to being the gloomy face.
I'm going to start braiding my hair down as I go back to my group.
Okay.
Malakai, what is that thing that you gave to Dianis before her battle?
I perk my head up. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm talking about the faith thing. Well, I don't know. And I kind of start looking at her.
Malakai, you've been
down.
drinking this whole time, right?
Yes, I have.
Make a Constitution save.
Oh, God.
So have I.
You make a con
16?
save too.
Well done.
They've been drinking.
16?
Okay. Pen?
I think we're at a D6, right?
You are, so you can add a D6 to it.
5, so 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got 9 and 6 is 15 plus 4, 19.
I mean, you can handle your alcohol pretty well. You feel fine.
Buzzed, lightly buzzed.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you want the faith thing? Well, I have to have faith in you. I'm like, And I take a swig of mead, and then I think about all the times that Ace has helped me.
Mm-hmm.
And I do the thing. Snap my fingers, and I cast Shield of Faith, Ace.
Okay.
Be blessed.
It's good to know that you've at least picked up that much in all this time.
So that's a +2 to AC, correct?
Correct.
Alright, Ace, I am adding that to your sheet so we have it. 17 AC.
Mhm.
Alright, she is shielded. And what else are we doing?
Ace, I'm not really sure what I can do to help the terrain in water. So I can offer you a healing potion.
If you can do
I mean,
something around that would help drive her in, assuming she can't levitate, that would help.
uh,
I'm faster.
okay, so you want something that'll pull her towards the water?
Or just will damage her as long as she stays on land.
Okay, so then that would be spike growth.
That'll work.
20-foot area, which I will put there.
Does
That
that
work?
yes.
Would you like
How,
it somewhere else?
how does that work in the part where it overlaps the water, Alex?
Well, the dueling arena is just the water.
Oh. Well, shit, man.
No, wait, you're doing spike growth, right? Come on now, we can play with the rules a little bit. We can make things interesting.
It'd be like seaweed coming up, like spiked
Let's see,
seaweed.
the ground at a 20-foot radius center point
That
within
could be
range. Twists
cool.
and spouts, hard spikes, and thorns that becomes difficult terrain and creature moves into it. Okay. No, it's ice.
So our field is
That
now.
works.
Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna alter spike growth a little bit like we did with your other one, Pen. It is difficult terrain. It does not look natural. And it's going to do...
Every time they move, they have to make a dex saving throw or fall prone.
Yeah, so instead of piercing damage, it's gonna be a dex save to move.
I'm so good at those.
Yeah, but it's all creatures. Because of the wording.
Diana,
What about spiked?
extra
What
dexterity.
about
Oh, never
what?
mind. I was gonna say, what about like a spiked seaweed type deal?
This is it's
Like
very
wait,
shallow water that's magically created, so there's no growth underneath it.
Okay, ice it is.
But we'll still make it interesting. Icy terrain, deck save to move that matches your spell save DC, Pen, so what is that, 19? No, not 19.
20.
Yeah, your save DC is 20.
Yep.
I'd normally have to attune to Diana's cloak if I borrowed it. Does that still qualify?
If you borrow it, yeah, you have to attune to it to use its magical properties, yes.
Okay, so that's a no there.
But you want to try to grant her... What part of your Dragon Force did you want to try to grant her, Diana's?
Let's see.
What about stone skin? Do you have that spell?
I do.
What is stone skin?
It is spell turns the flesh of a willing creature you touch as hard as stone. It has to be a willing creature though.
She is a
That's
willing
me.
creature.
She's willing.
Okay. Well, I can give her that spell.
Well, let's continue with the do.
Until the spell ends, the target has resistance to non-magical bludgeons, piercing, and slashing damage.
Non-magical.
Mm-hmm.
I have a spell for that.
Okay. The only other thing I have is Hunter's Mark, really.
That would only work for your attacks.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
Dionysus, your dragon force thing is the shadow dragon thing?
Yeah.
Is that the thing that lets you disappear into somebody's shadow?
Into her own shadow.
Yes.
It's Rogue from Fairy Tale.
Yes. Yeah. Is that the ability that you're trying to give Ace?
That's what I was trying to, yeah.
Is that doable? Yeah.
How are you attempting to grant her this ability?
How about defense? You'd gain resistance to necrotic and non-magical bludgeons, piercing, and non-slashing damage.
Again, how are you granting her this ability?
Like
Are
RPing
you
it.
How am I
going...
granting?
Yes, how are you granting her this ability? Because it's not a spell. Are you going into Dragon Force to demonstrate it? Are you... What are you doing?
Yeah, sure. I could do that.
Okay, go ahead and make a... It's not really Arcana. Just roll a d20 for me and add your proficiency bonus.
Efficiency.
Yeah, so d20 plus 6.
18.
Plus a d6.
Oh, plus a d6. Oh my god, 15. 25.
Ace, how
Yes.
are you trying to receive this ability?
A good question. I guess part of it would be just observing the way the magic happens.
Make
Like
an
how
Arcana check. Malakai, I hope you can see where I'm going with this.
then.
Yes, 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 yes. I'm just trying to keep quiet over here, but yes, I know what's happening. Trying to happen.
Arcana check with a d6.
Weak.
Dianus, you enter Dragon Force and everyone feels the pressure of this immense draconic pressure fill this area. People start turning and looking your way and going ooh and ah, and some people are mumbling to themselves like, why didn't she do this during her fight? And you just channel the shadows around you. Ace, with your books that you've read and your study of magic and things of the arcane and dragons, you focus, and in your focus of watching what is happening, you inadvertently activate your Dragon Force. But it feels a little different this time as you begin absorbing the shadows around you and becoming one with them.
Biffy.
Now, you are in Dragon Force, and you gain resistance. Do you already have resistance to that, I think? Or do you not?
Resistance to non-magical.
Yeah, you already have resistance to necrotic damage. So you basically gain the ability to disappear into your shadow and move your movement speed and reappear as your movement while in
Excellent.
Dragon Force, and you're in Dragon Force. Unfortunately, Daeonis, because she did not roll as high as you did. You have a point of exhaustion now, as your dragon forces abruptly ended as she absorbs your magic energy.
Sorry.
Okie dokie. It's okay. It happens.
So for everyone watching, you see your tabaxi friend just unleash the power of the shadows around her. And then Ace, focusing on this, unleashes the power of the wind, and the wind kicks up around like a hurricane, and then starts drawing the shadows towards her as her body then becomes enveloped in a shadowy wind as she absorbs the dark energy.
I look over at Penn. I take a big bite out of some more skewered meat, and I'm like, "Do you know what just happened?"
Nope. That is new to me. I wish that's something I definitely need to learn because then it'd be a lot easier to teach you guys a few things.
Either way, you got another fight. I kind of put my glass up to cheers, Penn.
You both look over at Dianus, and she looks a little tired, like more so than she was just a second ago.
Goddess, come and drink with us.
I'm gonna get up like mopedly and just like scoot over there.
Mm-hmm.
I have
As soon as she arrives, oops, sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I have a question.
Yes.
So I was making poison since the morning.
Uh-huh.
Am I able to like put it on my fingertips and then poison my Eldritch Blast?
No, it has to be a weapon.
Alright, I'm going to poison my wardrobe.
Okay, you can do so.
Just for the fuck of it.
Yeah. The proprietor now comes around and says, "Alright, new duel. Seems like this is going to be a magic battle with some water. Don't get your whatever you're wearing in a twist. This is just going to be some good old-fashioned warlocks. Now, we're taking bets. Who's betting on who?"
Malakai steps up. 100 on the what is it? She's a tiefling, right?
Yes. Our very own Nayla.
100 on her, and 1500 on the water witch.
I'm touched.
Thank you for your generous donation. Anyone else?
I'm gonna do my same bet as last time. 75 on Ace and 25 on the other dark mysterious one.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna change my bet. I'm gonna put another 500 on Ace.
Okay. Dianus?
I'm gonna put 75 on Ace and 20 on the other one.
75 gold?
Yep.
Pen, that was 75 platinum that you're doing, right?
Correct.
Okay.
As I give this money to the guy, I'm gonna look at Ace and I'm gonna be like, "Seen you draw blood and hold back."
Well, she's already in Dragon Force.
Don't be afraid to beat down.
Your opponent steps into the arena, Ace. What do you do?
Roll initiative.
Alright, so you're stepping in the arena.
Ace, 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 ace.
Oh!
Remember your D6.
Oh, right. Thanks for that, Dionysus.
Dionysus, would you like some skewered meat?
And with that,
Yes.
Don't give me more. I already fed him a lot. He's going to get sick. Just
by 1 point, your opponent goes first.
Okay.
Ace, you feel a familiar energy envelop you. You feel a familiar energy envelop you. A purple energy. And you see a familiar purple energy form in her hands as she smirks at you. First hit. Is a 36. For 17 points of damage. It is force damage, which I believe you're resistant to right now.
Yes.
So
normally
17 cut in half is 8. Second blast, so first blast hits you straight in the chest. The second blast comes around and hits you in the shoulder for 28. You take another 13 points cut in half, which is 6 of force damage. The third strike coming at you is an 18 to hit. That's not except for the last one. No. So the third blast comes and hits you in the other shoulder, taking 19 points of force damage. Cut in half is 9. And then the last strike is a natural 20. So you take 38 points of force damage cut in half, which is 19.
Total. That's
that-
total.
What's the total?
No, that is the total 19.
For the last strike.
Oh, okay. So we need to add.
Yes.
I'm really glad that you're here to do math for me.
So it was 19, 9, 6, and 8. 28,
Yeah.
34, 41 points of damage total. would have been 82.
I'm going to react.
Okay.
General, Hellish Rebuke, 5th level.
Let me see. Dex save 19.
Yes.
That's a 12, so it's a failure. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh!
46.
46 points.
Five.
So you guys watch as 4 blasts strike Ace dead center in the chest and shoulders. The last one hitting her right in the stomach. She recovers enough to scream out her hellish rebuke as her flames wrap around the other warlock.
Ooh. I point,
Ooh.
and then I look at
Is hellish rebuke fire?
Yes.
So that's cut in half.
Ah!
Doesn't do as much damage as you thought.
It's a tiefling. It's exactly what I thought.
Okay. After she does those shots, Ace, you see her move around, and she's holding this just short sword masked in shadow in her hand. But instead, you feel an odd energy wash over you. One second, I'm trying to find it on the sheet. There it is. You see an odd energy wash over you. It is a divine energy. It is a divine energy.
Is this a bonus action?
She is hasted.
What? Words I can understand, man.
She has an additional action. Haste grants an additional action that can be used for specific things. This is one of those things.
Just trying to figure out where we are in the...
Oh.
Experienced players listening to this, furious at me.
Let's cheer. You can do it, Ace.
As she gets closer and you feel this divine energy kind of wrap around you, you see her charging her hands again with this purplish energy. 24 hits for... Oh. So you take 13 points of force damage cut in half to 6. That's another natural 20. Oh, wait. You take another 39 points from a critical hit on Eldritch Blast. Cut in half is 19.
Oh.
$27 hits. $21 points of damage. Cut in half is 10. Last strike is a 30 to hit. 13 points of damage. Cut in half is 6, making your total 41 points again. You did plus.
I was sorting because I was trying to go like and do it as I went. So I was like at one, then I was trying to do it as I went. So I just put it back to 106 and did it all at once.
All right, that's all we can do. It's your turn now to unleash whatever it is that you would like to unleash.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to Hexblade Curse.
Is yours the same as hers? I'm pretty sure you're both the same. Find it.
I gain plus 6 bonus to damage rolls.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway. So there's that.
Alright, she is cursed.
I'm not super familiar with the shadow thing. So do I have is that an action to then?
No.
Okay.
Because you absorbed the energy and you are in Dragon Force currently, you can choose to do your movement through the shadow to gain the benefits. You basically ignore difficult terrain and no one can see you except those with true sight.
Okay. And do I reappear when I get to where I'm going?
You can choose to reappear or not. If you choose to not reappear, your turn ends because you can't do anything from within the shadow.
Alright, so as of right now, I am going to Eldritch Blast.
So bonus action Hex, you're using your first attack to Eldritch Blast. So go ahead and make your 4 shots.
Don't I have 8?
Well, your first action is 4, then you have your second action, which is 4.
Okay. Yes.
And the plus 6 is to the damage rolls only, not the attack rolls.
Right.
You do have a plus d6.
Right.
With 24 hits, 13 is gonna miss. 13 is gonna miss.
Why?
Roll the d6 on the last one, on the 18. That hits, so 2 of those first 4 hit. Alright, 14. And 13, so 27 points of damage. From the first round.
Plus her Dragon Force, right?
Oh, yes. So you are... Well, I'll remember that one. You are in Dragon Force.
Yes.
So you get an additional
D6 on each. Or, I'm sorry, 3 on each.
Yeah, 3d6. So
Sorry.
on the first, so roll an additional 6d6 first. Okay. Now, because of Hexblade's curse, that 19 is a crit. So roll your normal damage first on that Eldritch Blast you made on the 5th one.
Okay. Words. Sorry. That'll have to be for next time. Okay. Sorry.
So make one roll of your dice. Yep. So that's 18 plus 21 is 39. On that one, we are going to use our reaction to Hellish Rebuke you.
Hoser.
I gotta find it. Somewhere. No, maybe it's not that high. You need to make Dex save.
Six. Why am I rolling?
I'd say add a d6, but it doesn't matter.
No. A lot of my rolls are terrible tonight.
You take 16 points of fire damage from that.
Okay. And I've got 3 more blasts. Yes.
Actually, no. Add that 16 points back.
Oh. Okay. Why?
I am undoing Hellish Rebuke, and instead, go ahead and make your next strike.
Okay. Funny.
You have a plus d6.
Oh.
I'd tell you if you needed it. We're gonna cast Shield against that strike, making that strike miss. Make your 7th strike. Add a d6. Oh, that one barely hits. So go ahead and roll your normal damage. And add your 3d6. Your last strike. Add your d6. Barely hits. Make your roll your damage. And add your dragon horns. Okay. All right. You see the light flicker in her eyes as you're shooting blast after blast at her. Just some going wide, some hitting her right in the chest, and she starts to drop to a knee. And then a magical shimmer that you didn't notice before dissipates from around her body. and she looks up at you. She is still up. Seems an enchantment has been expended from around her.
So, I'm going to take my movement. I'm going to basically go into shadow and not reappear, but I'm moving over here.
Okay, so you're in shadow, moved behind her.
Yes.
And hidden. And you have not reappeared.
Correct.
Okay, let's see.
I'm done.
Let's see. Can we? So we are going to move all the way around. You do not get an attack of opportunity because you are not physically present. Malakai, you would notice a familiar energy radiating from her hands, as it seems her injuries are closing on themselves.
Devil? Is she healing herself?
8d8. And she's gonna drink. She pops out a potion and she pops out a second potion and drinks both of them. That's 21. No, 20. Okay. It is back to your turnies.
Did she disappear as well?
No, she didn't disappear. She just moved around the circle.
Okay. Oh. Sorry, I couldn't see her anymore.
You can't see her.
It's just because of where my map was. No big
Oh,
deal.
okay.
Oh. Okay. Where are you? I'm going to cast 5th level healing word on myself.
Alright, that is your action or bonus?
I think I only use
You'd
it
have
as
to
an
move out of your shadow first.
Oh.
You can't really cast anything while you're a shadow.
Okay.
Just like you can't attack as a shadow. You
Yeah.
can only move.
I'm just thinking briefly. Lame, but okay. Alright. So moving out of shadow, casting healing word.
Go ahead and roll. You can add those back. 16 HP, so you can add that back to your hit points.
Okay. And then
What are we doing?
thinking poorly. I'm going to cast Synaptic Static. Intelligence 19.
Intelligence save 19?
Yeah.
$22.
Alright, half damage.
Okay.
29. Plus 36.
Yeah, so it's 35 cut in half because of success. So that would be 17 points of damage.
Isn't it 29 cut in half?
She's hexed.
She is?
You hexed her.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you hexblade cursed her.
Oh. Oh, that. Okay, sorry. I was thinking hex as a curse. My
No,
bad.
you have hexblade's curse. So
Yeah.
it's 35 cut in half, which is 17.
Plus the 3d6. And actually, I was going to use my bonus action this time to do Maddening Hex.
So that's just straight.
Yeah,
We
just
are
plus.
going to, and then let me look at Maddening Hex real quick.
As a
is that
bonus,
one of your features?
it's under bonus action. I'm not sure if it's under features. I'd have to look.
Maddening Hex. Yeah, as a bonus action, you do a +5 curse for your hex spell that you can see within 30 feet, and also
It's under features too, under Hex Warrior.
So no, she is outside of the 30-foot range. You cannot Maddening Hex her. She is 40 feet away.
Damn. I didn't measure. Okay. So I'm going to move in the shadow again and not reappear.
Okay.
Moving. Okay. Done.
Before you move, you do get Hellish Rebuked, so you need to make a dex save. Or she's actually going to Hellish Rebuke you this time.
Can I shield it?
It's not an attack roll. You have to make a dex save.
$15.
That was, you have plus d6.
$18.
17. It's a dex save of 19, so you fail.
Why I don't do math.
You take 21 points of fire damage. But you're back in shadow now.
Yes.
Okay. Then we go back to your turn. So you guys watch as Ace has now begun hit and run, popping in and out of shadows. But you see one of the little circling lights around the tiefling's head light up and become a little bigger. Like they were the size of maybe a small rock, and it becomes the size of a like larger rock, like a baseball size, from golf ball to baseball size. And it goes off towards the shadow of where Ace was in that general area, because it's a 30-foot radiant circle. Oh. It's a lot bigger than I thought, but that's fine. Ace, with this new source of radiant magic light, I need you to make a Constitution save for me. Just a straight Constitution save. Plus a d6. Because you are not well versed in the ways of the shadow, this light is too much for you to resist, and you are pulled out of it. You don't lose anything, you are just pulled out of it for the time being, as it is temporarily evaporated from you. Alright, as you guys see, just this radiant blast of light, almost blinding, and you see the shadows temporarily pulled away. In this moment, the tiefling runs right up to Ace and draws her shadowy sword. We are going to... Ace. She draws her sword at you.
And then
All right. Sorry, I was figuring out logistics with Ayla for what she wanted to do. Okay. You see the dark, shadowy energy of the sword because she summoned it, much like your war drum. But then you see a different kind of thunderous energy wrapping around it. And she takes 2 slashes at you.
can I shield?
You may shield.
Shield.
So you use your reaction to shield.
Yes.
That makes your AC temporarily 22. You have, oh. So the first strike is a 23. You take 10 points of slashing damage, and then as you are hit with that, because that was 10 points of damage, you take an additional, you feel this radiant energy envelop you, and then the dark shadows of the warlock magic wrap around you and entangle you. And you take an additional you take an additional 20 points of slashing damage from a Divine Smite and an Eldritch Smite. Oh, Radiant, I'm sorry, so it's, what's that? 15 points of force damage and 5 points of radiant damage. Or 5 points of force damage and 15 points of radiant damage. I am having trouble reading right now. So if you're resistant, so you take 10 points of the slashing damage, which was magical. Then you take 15 points of radiant damage and 2 points of force damage. So the total from that round should have been 27 from the first strike. Plus 6 because you're hexed, so 33 actually. So minus another 6. She brings her sword back up to slash across your chest with a second strike. That misses with a 20. As you get slashed across the chest with your first strike, you just slightly dodge out of the way as her second strike comes up, and you miss. No, that's the D20. So just re-roll that. If it's higher, that's better. So the second strike, as she comes up, you see a weird magic energy come across as we use luck, because we almost forgot that we had it. And she rolled a 30 on that one, so that one does hit. You take another 16 points of piercing damage. You take another, this second strike comes down on you with 10 points of piercing damage, and then the radiant energy wraps around you again with the shadows as a smite is thrown on top, and you take an additional 12 points of radiant damage and 2 points of force damage, making it a total of 24 points from this slash. She shouldn't be. She's got 3 HP left. That was 24. Because we are staying put, and it is your turn, Ace, by the skin of your teeth.
I require thinking a moment.
Okay.
I'm going to use Vampiric Touch.
Before you do that, are you resistant to necrotic damage?
Yes.
The piercing from the blade that she's using leaves a nasty wound, and you take 3 points of necrotic damage cut in half to 1. So you take 1 point of necrotic damage. And you're going to use Vampiric Touch?
Yes.
So to hit, Why did it roll? What? I'm just gonna take that natural 20. I don't know why it rolled damage twice. But you rolled a natural 20 on it. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, I don't know why.
Okay. Well, you did roll a natural 20. Except we're gonna spend a luck point to make you reroll that. Co-DM apologizes. Courtney apologizes, but we cannot allow ourselves to go down that easily. Spending our another luck point to re-roll that again. All right, go ahead. You hit. Okay. Go ahead and roll your additional, because that's 32. Go ahead and roll your additional 3d6 for your Sky Dragon.
Do I include the D6 in my half healing?
Which d6?
The D6 that goes on with the damage. Do I include that when I add the half healing? Because Vampiric Touch, I get to regain half of what I do damage on.
No, so you do not. You just get the 13 back.
Okay.
But you do 34 points damage, only because it's a different type of damage. You once again. Oh, let me see. Okay. You once again see the light begin to vanish from her eyes. But then something on her finger that glows shatters, and she opens her eyes back up.
Malakai's watching from the stands. He's like, "Damn it! They do the resurrection thing again."
Alright, so you see her get back up and stand up.
I have no clue what's going on right now, but I love it.
Check. Where is... You cast Vampiric Touch at... 5th level? Yeah. So that was your first action. You still have another action.
Yes.
And a bonus action and movement. After you hit her with that and she comes back, she's spending her reaction to Hellish Rebuke you.
Nope.
Yes. spending a spell slot. So before you roll your Dissonant Whispers, you need to make a dexterity saving throw for me with a d6. Because she's reacting to your vampiric touch. You have one. Re-roll that with our luck, our last luck. You fail your dex save. Where is... You take 25 points of damage.
Where did 4 lucks come from?
There's a spell that grants 1 luck plus lucky feat. It's the same thing that Gilrael had against Malakai.
Well, I mean, that's that.
As you guys watch Ace, though fighting back and forth valiantly like your Tabaxi friend, finally gets taken out by the flames of this tiefling. Malakai, you know all too well of these revives and tactics since you faced them greatly against Gilrael.
These damn up and down resurrection shit tactics.
Frustrating, but maybe you guys can learn a thing or two.
What? Deck out ourselves with jewelry that brings us back from the dead?
Yeah, but the tiefling does bring Ace back to you all before disappearing into darkness.
Malakai bows his head. My money.
Is this said item one of the items I've been looking for?
One of the items that who's looking for?
Me.
I don't know.
Of wound. I've been looking for a certain item of wound closure.
No, it is not. It is the... Yeah, I have to find it again. It's an expensive ring. Actually, it's not. Ring of Temporal Salvation. If you want to look it up. We'll look it up as players because you'd have to ask somebody what that was.
Right.
But that's the ring. Plus, there is a spell that grants resurrection the first time you drop to 0 HP, and there is a spell that grants what is essentially a luck point. And, you know, haste. You see people around. Some people are celebrating. A lot of people are unhappy. Malakai, you are one of those people.
Yeah, my head is kind of like bowed and just like.
You did bet $100 on the other person, so you get 200 back. Pen, you bet 250 on the other person, you get 500 back. And Dianis, you bet 20 on the other person, so you get 40 back. However, Malakai, you lose 2,000 gold. Pen loses 750 gold, and Dianis, you lose 75 gold.
Oh, money.
Ace, a cleric comes over to heal you up. Your additional AC is removed, and you are brought back to 15 HP. So you wake up, and when you do, the proprietor comes over and hands you a satchel of gold for, I'm gonna say for 800 gold.
I'm going to give it to everybody else.
All right. The
Like,
party is 800 gold richer, but about 3,000 gold poorer.
Mercenaries go in the bag of holding.
So add 80 platinum to the bag of holding.
Yes, because Ace is donating it to the bag of holding.
Did Danaris give me money of her winnings too?
I thought
Yes.
Theonis gave some of it to you and gave some of it to Malakai.
How much
How
of
much
that
did
was
you
it? Because
give
I
me,
didn't
Tom?
add any.
1,500 splitting it up.
So Malakai, you got 750, and I guess the party got 750.
Okay,
Okay.
so 80 is 75 is 155.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude. Because I'm poor.
Let's see. 155 plus 137. Oh, I'm unmuted, sorry.
You all see Elrin come up to you guys with Kira. Oh,
Oh,
oh, you guys look a little injured. Wait, 1 second. I think I can help. Poor Pen here is expending so much energy to keep you guys alive. Help if I had her spells up. You're all back at max HP.
Oh, well, thank you.
seriously?
Was this from me or was this from you?
Well,
I feel great.
she spent 9th level spell slot and cast mass heal.
Oh,
So
wow.
not only are all of you back up at max HP, the mercenaries that you were fighting were also restored back up to max HP.
Strong magic.
So everyone's back at max HP. Malakai, you haven't fought today, right?
No,
So
not today.
you're still fresh. Okay. I want to make sure you were still
Well,
fresh.
I had I technically had 1 point of uh quote unquote fake psychic damage from some mental damage
Uh-huh.
from before.
Uh-huh.
And then I had Aces poke me in the butt
That was just healed.
with Mr. Stabby.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was just healed.
So I had 2 points of damage.
You hear some people grumbling walking past you. These fights are gonna be the death of me. Yeah, I know. My wallet's hurting now. Oh,
Who
let's
are you
go.
telling?
Let's go get a drink. And you see guys just walking past, going to get drinks and whatnot.
Oh, to be honest, while I was going through the bag of holding before, I found something that you might like. Found a collar that you might be able to put on Drake.
Oh.
Well, Draco, I should say. got a +1. How would I put it in the game chat?
How
But-
would the color protection?
Yes.
Let's see.
Did you make that?
Yes.
Oh, that's why I can't put it in game chat.
It's a
Gotcha.
homebrewed item. It's an
It
adjusted homebrewed
provides
item because there is a collar of protection, but slightly different. So it is a collar or leg band made out of leather. It's magical. It can only be attuned by a companion creature of some kind. It adds a random bonus of AC. You roll a d6 when it is attuned to the creature. Every time it is attuned to a creature. So you can unattune it and reattune it, or unattune it and attune it to something else. The AC bonus does not stack, so like if you cast Shield of Faith on Draco or Haste on Draco, the highest bonus would be what he gets. And you can get up to a +5 AC.
I'm gonna take it out of the bag of holding and kind of like hold it in her direction.
Okay, Diana's.
I'm gonna take it.
Alright. So Pen, you can remove it from your inventory, and Diana's, you can add it to yours. It's just the collar of protection. When you equipped it to Draco, let me know. We'll roll a d6, and that'll determine what his AC is.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go ahead and roll a d6, and the chart on there is laid out 1 through 6.
It's 3.
3. So with the collar of protection, you re-roll.
Reroll.
Mhm.
6
+3.
+3.
So I'm gonna adjust that on Draco's sheet. He now has he has a 22 AC now.
Nice. He's got better AC than I do.
Anything else you guys do? You feel very well restored after Elrin just came over and just mass healed all of you.
Diana gets her exhaustion relieved.
That was just mass heal. It wasn't a restoration. A restoration-like spell would get rid of Diana's exhaustion.
Okay. What about spell slots?
Your warlock spell, when you guys get a short rest, you'll be able to restore your short rest things. But your spell slots will require a long rest. Normal spell slots would require a long
I'm just
rest.
seeing how much this spell does.
No, okay. It's just mass heal, so it's just for HP at this time.
Okay,
But it
gotcha.
seems everyone is gathering for a mid-morning celebration or sulking. For there's drinking and some more food being made in the cafeteria. It looks like a lot of mercenaries are going over there.
Can I play on the ice skating rink?
It's still there, so sure.
Yes.
You guys see Ace run off to the frozen water and ice skate. Have the time
Well,
of
at
your
least I
life.
brought you some kind of enjoyment.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna walk over to the gathering and gather some more mead.
Alright. It seems they brought a lot of it outside, so you don't have to go very far. You could still see your party if you go over here. You guys going with them, or are you staying with Ace?
I'll go with the mead.
Ace.
Okay. Dianus, you see Ace just having the time of her life ice skating. Pen, you get some meat and some more meat sticks. Malakai, you see the gnome blacksmith. Ah, hello! I'm almost done with your armor. I hear that you're going to be dueling after this brief celebration. You're muted, Malakai.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Hello. I see you're going to be dueling after this brief celebration.
I'm curious. Do you still not know who my opponent is?
Oh, I'm not allowed to say who your opponent is.
I'm allowed to say. Sounds awfully peculiar. I have one more request.
Sure.
Would we be able to push this till tomorrow?
The duel?
Yes.
Do that. It'll offset your armor by another day or so, because I'm not going to start the enchantment until I'm either paid or you win. You'll be here for another 2 days. Kira and Ellen walk up to you. Why'd you want to push it off? Is there something specific that you're looking for?
Oh, I was talking to Pendragon, and he has a spell that's very useful. But he can only cast it once per day.
What's the spell, young Pendragon?
I was talking to him about the spell Foresight. I'm a little too drained after my battle to be able to cast it. I have to rest a little bit before I can assist him with that.
What level spell is that?
9?
That might not be a cleric spell.
Come on. I forgot I don't have it.
We have some skilled practitioners that could help you out with that, if it would help out with your duel. We have been told to assist you in whatever way you ask for this upcoming match.
Fine, anyway.
We are allowed to cast. We're allowed to have 2 additional enchantments cast on you or your items. On top of whatever your party here can do for you.
2 additional enchantments from Kira and Elrin.
Or their various underlings, for the lack of a better word. Followers, which is the better word. You think on this. It sounds like that this powerful spell is one that you would want, which we could do. But you decide. Enjoy the festivities. We will meet you back at your arena, and you will meet your opponent then.
Interesting. So much secrecy around the opponent. Who is it?
We don't want to ruin the surprise.
As you say. As long as it's not Kirito. Forget that mess. He already killed me once.
You see them both kind of laugh with you and then glance at each other and, well, enjoy your meat sticks. And they turn around and walk away.
Meat sticks are delicious, by the way.
As Ace ice skates and Dianus either joins her or just watches, and you both have this cryptic conversation. We are going to end tonight's session there and pick up next time with the after celebration event of Malakai versus the mysterious mercenary opponent. Although I'm sure most of you can guess who it would be. Thank you all for tuning in and listening and staying tuned for this exciting bout of relaxed dueling and a chance for the Misfits to show off their individual skills before they're thrown into the depths of ice dragon ambushes and demons. So until next time, have a good night, stay safe, and enjoy the new year.
Not Kirito. Definitely not Kirito. Happy New Year.
Good night, everybody.
Happy New Year. Good night.
Good night.